Once there was a big monastery in China where about 500 monks lived. They were learning the path of self-realization from their master. One day a man went to the monastery to become a disciple. He said to the Zen master, "Sir, I want to know myself. I want to know the truth." The Zen master looked at him and said, "If you want to know the truth, you must be willing to dedicate your entire life to it. It might take your whole life, and even then there is no guarantee you will find the truth in this lifetime. Are you ready for that?" The disciple replied, "Sir, I have come here not to turn back. I am ready for it." The master said, "If that's so, then do one thing. There are 500 monks in this monastery. You take care of their rice pounding. Just keep beating rice from morning till evening. When you get tired, go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, start pounding rice again. Don't do anything else. Don't think about anything else. Just follow this path. Also, don't come to me again. I will come to you when needed." The young man started pounding rice as his master instructed. There were 500 disciples in the monastery, all needing food. So he got up early in the morning and pounded rice until night. When he was tired, he slept in the same room where he pounded rice. He didn't talk to anyone and no one talked to him. For a few months, thoughts kept coming to his mind while pounding rice. But when these thoughts didn't get new subjects, they faded away. Slowly his thoughts started to subside. After a few years, he even forgot his name. He stayed silent and kept pounding rice in a thoughtless state. He didn't meditate or read any scriptures. The safe disciple of the monastery considered him a fool and much inferior to them. 12 years passed like this. One day, the Zen master announced that his time was coming to an end, and he needed to choose his successor to lead the monastery after him. He said that any of his disciples who had become self-realized should come and write a few lines near his door at night, lines that reflect all his experiences. Many disciples thought of doing so. One of the safe disciples went there and wrote a few lines. He was very knowledgeable about Buddhist sculpture, and also the disciples considered him the possible successor of their master. He wrote that mind is like a mirror on which the dust of thoughts and desire accumulates. To sweep away this dust is meditation. When the dust is cleared and the mirror of the mind becomes clear, the person has attained salvation. When the master woke up in the morning and saw this line, he got very angry and said, "Which idiot has written all this garbage on my wall?" The safe disciple kept silent. Although the lines he wrote was full of wisdom, they were just bookish knowledge. The safe disciple was very clever. He wrote the lines but he didn't sign them because he was unsure if they were correct. Since he was not self-realized, the master completely rejected those lines. Everyone was surprised to see this, and it became a topic of discussion throughout the monastery. Two disciples, while talking about this topic, passed by the disciple who had been pounding rice for 12 years. He laughed gently after hearing their discussion. The disciple asked him, "Why you are laughing?" They asked because they thought he was an insignificant monk. No one had ever seen him reading sculpture or meditating. Everyone considered him a fool who just kept pounding rice. There were great scholars in the monastery, and the rice pounder seemed unimportant to them. That's why they were amazed to see his smile. They asked him again, "Why did you laugh?" The rice pounder said, "I laughed because the master is right. All these lines are garbage. They have no value." The disciples were shocked and asked, "Can you write some lines that are better than this?" The rice pounder replied, "I can't write because I am illiterate, but I can say a few lines. If you write them down, I am ready to go with you." They agreed. So they went to the master's room. The rice pounder spoke a few lines and the other disciple wrote them on the wall, signing rice pounder below them. They expected the same reaction from their master. The line he spoke were amazing. Mind is just an illusion. There is neither mind nor any mirror of the mind. And when the mind does not exist, where will the dust settle? He who knows this has known the truth. When the master saw this line, he got up in the middle of the night and went to the young rice pounder. While he was asleep, he woke him up and said, "Take this. This is my stick and my robe. From today onwards, you are my successor. But leave this monastery right now and go far away from here. I know there are many scholars in this monastery who consider themselves superior to you. They will not tolerate the fact that a simple rice pounder has become enlightened while they could not. You have gained everything I have to offer, and you have achieved it while pounding rice. Wherever you go, people will come to you, because like a blooming flower, your enlightenment will spread its fragrance everywhere. The responder touched his master's feet and left in the night. In our lives, many people believe that meditation can only be practiced by sitting still and closed eyes. But in reality, this isn't the case. Meditation can be practiced while walking or doing any work. The essence of meditation is being so absorbed in what you are doing that you lose awareness of your body. Just like the rice pounder, who became so absorbed in pounding rice that he lost all sense of himself and achieved self-realization. Zen means being fully present in the moment and not thinking about anything. The mind exists only as long as there are thoughts. When there are no thoughts, mind vanishes, and only your pure self remains. We don't need any special spiritual practices to understand our true nature. We just need to be completely absorbed in what we are doing, allowing our work to become our meditation. I hope you liked it, and if you haven't watched our previous video, then make sure to watch it. It will teach you how to control your thoughts.